Welcome to our match day two prediction show. Remember, guys, I told you that I was introducing something new this season to my channel, and I'm going to call it the match prediction show. Yeah, where I'll be selecting just 6 games every match weekend. 6 games, just talk about them, give you my own score predictions and what I feel is going to happen in the games. So the match day one is over. Yeah, so now we're on to match day two. But before I talk about the games that I've selected for match day two, let's go back to look at my performance on match day one. And match day one, I selected Liverpool versus Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Tottenham, Burnley, Wolves, City, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Man United, Arsenal. That was the big game of match day one. So let's look at it. Liverpool Bournemouth, my prediction was 3-1, but the game ended 4-2. Yeah, Liverpool scored 4 goals against Bournemouth and they got all 3 points. Yes, my prediction was right. I predicted that Liverpool were going to win and they won by 4 goals to 2, but my prediction was 3-1. So I didn't get the scoreline correct, but I got the outcome right. Aston Villa Newcastle, with what is going on at Newcastle with the Isak problem and the rest, I thought Aston Villa were going to capitalize on that, and Aston Villa were playing at home. So, but it didn't work out that way, and the game ended 0-0. My prediction was 2-1 to Aston Villa, 2-1 to Aston Villa, but the game ended 0-0. And the next one was Tottenham Burnley. Yeah, I knew that Tottenham were going to beat Burnley. I just knew that Tottenham were going to beat Burnley. But I was expecting Parker to do something different from what he has done in the past seasons with likes of Bournemouth and co. But yeah, I don't know what happened, but Tottenham, I just knew that Tottenham were going to beat Burnley. I was expecting a close result like 2-1 because that was my prediction. But the match ended 3-0. So I got that one right too. And Tottenham won by 3 goals to 0. I predicted that there were going to be 3 goals in that match, but I didn't know that it was the 3 goals were going to be scored by Tottenham. So I thought it was going to end 2-1. That's total number of 3 goals, but the game ended 3-0 to Tottenham. So Wolves, Manchester City. Yeah, in on match day one show, on our match day one show, I said I didn't know the City to expect, because if it was the City of 2 or 3 seasons ago, or maybe it would have ended 4-0 or 5-0. Yeah, and the match ended 4-0. 4-0, because we don't know, because of the City we saw last season. We didn't know the City to expect this season, but the score ended 4-0, and my prediction was 2-1 to Manchester City, which means I predicted City to win, but the game ended 4-0 to Manchester City. Chelsea Crystal Palace, because of how Chelsea has dominated this fixture in the last 5 games. Because of the way Chelsea has dominated the fixture in the last 5 games here with 3 wins and 2 draws, I was expecting Chelsea to win. But the game ended 0-0. And the last one was Man United Arsenal. Yeah, if you watch my match day one prediction show and also my match preview for this game, I didn't see Manchester United winning Arsenal. All my predictions were draws. All. So I was thinking that okay, Manchester United were going to draw against Arsenal because of past season forms and the rest, but Arsenal ended up taking all 3 points from Old Trafford. So the game ended 1-0 to Arsenal, but my prediction was 1-1. 1-1, and which I failed. I think that one I failed. I failed again. I failed that one, and I also failed the Chelsea game where I was expecting Chelsea to win, and Chelsea ended up playing 0-0. So that's all. That's that about that. Let's go to our match day two predictions. And these are the matches that I selected. I selected West Ham versus Chelsea, Man City versus Tottenham, which I feel is the big one for this weekend. Arsenal versus Leeds, Crystal Palace versus Forest, Fulham versus Manchester United, Newcastle versus Liverpool. So let's start with the first one, Chelsea West Ham. Head to head, if you look at the head to head of Chelsea and West Ham have won 11 times, 10 draws with Chelsea, and Chelsea have won 29 times. In their last 5 meetings, West Ham have only won once. 1 draw, the 3 wins for Chelsea. Chelsea won both legs last season. They won both legs last season. The last time West Ham won Chelsea was in 2023-2024 season. So you can see that everything is aligning towards a Chelsea win, because this Chelsea side, like I said, Enzo Maresca has already said they are going for the title. So this is a new Chelsea side. So I'm expecting Chelsea to win this fixture. And last season, Chelsea won both legs. Both one at West Ham Stadium and the one at Stamford Bridge. So I'm expecting Chelsea to win this game, and Chelsea is going to win by 3-1. That's my prediction for this fixture. Let's go with the big game, in my opinion, this weekend. Manchester City versus Tottenham. Wow, this is a fixture that, in my opinion, has given Guardiola headache. Guardiola, all past Tottenham coaches have suffered Guardiola. Be it Conte, be it Pochettino. Pochettino has knocked Guardiola out in Champions League so many times. Be it Pochettino, be it Conte, be it Nuno Espirito. Nuno Espirito, I think I can remember his first season, the first match, Tottenham against City, Heung-min Son. They won that game 1-0. So Tottenham is a total headache for Pep. Last season, or if I'm not mistaken, I know that Ange Postecoglou beat Tottenham, beat Man City 4-0 at the Etihad. Yeah, last season. Last season. Yeah, Ange Postecoglou beat Guardiola 4-0 at the Etihad, and also City won 1-0 at Tottenham Stadium. So the fixture is something you cannot really say, okay, this was going to happen, this was going to happen. I think there was a season 2 that Ange Postecoglou played 3-3 with Guardiola at the Etihad. So it's a very, very difficult fixture to predict, because normally the two sides are unpredictable sides. Anytime they meet, you cannot beat your chest and say, okay, this is what's going to happen. And Thomas Frank has something to prove. And Thomas Frank is a coach that has given Guardiola headache too with his Brentford side. He has gone to Etihad and won. It's not that he has not won before. And this game is going to be played in the Etihad. And with Thomas Frank and his style of approach, the way he approaches Guardiola and the rest, I feel this is going to be a difficult one for Pep. But I'm going to go for a safe prediction in this one. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Tottenham and Manchester City will play a 2-2 draw. So the next game is Arsenal versus Leeds United. If we check their head-to-head, Arsenal have won 16 times, 3 draws, 3 wins for Leeds. Their last 5 meetings, Arsenal have won 5, no draws, no defeats for Arsenal. Last time Leeds won Arsenal was in 2003. That was the Premier League in 2003. And the scoreline was 3-2. Leeds won 3-2 against Arsenal. Everything is gearing towards Arsenal. Like, everything is, the whole stats here is favoring Arsenal. And you just have to go with an Arsenal win here. Arsenal is winning this game, and my prediction is 3-0 to Arsenal. Arsenal win 3-0. The next game here we're going to talk about here is Crystal Palace Forest, Nottingham Forest. If we look at their head-to-head, 5 wins for Palace, 9 draws, then 13 wins for Nottingham Forest. Their last 5 meetings, Palace have not won anything. 4 draws and 1 win for Forest. This fixture has favored has favored Forest over Palace. And I think last season they played draws. Both legs ended in draws. So my prediction here is 1-1. 1-1. Crystal Palace versus Forest will end 1-1. Fulham, next game is Fulham versus Man United. We will look at their head-to-head. 5 wins for Fulham, 6 draws and 31 wins for Man United. In their last 5 meetings, 2 wins for Fulham, 0 draws and 3 wins for Man United. The last time they met was in the FA Cup last season, and Fulham won via penalties. Man United won both legs last season. 1-0 scoreline, both legs. The first leg was scored. The first leg at Old Trafford, this guy scored. What was his name? Zexi. Zexi was one that scored in the first leg. Then the second leg, it was Lisandro Martinez that scored. Yeah, going to Fulham has always been difficult for Manchester United. Yeah, but they've been winning games there. But it's normal. It's difficult. They sometimes struggle to win. So it's a difficult one. And Ruben Amorim needs to win this game. He needs to win this game because of what happened what happened last weekend where he lost to Arsenal. So he has to hit the ground running by winning Fulham. So it's going to be a very difficult game. And Ruben Amorim is going to be under pressure to win. Even his front line and the other guys, the Brunos, the Mounts, Cunha, and the rest, they will have some. They want to prove something in this game. They want to prove something in this game. So it's going to be very difficult. My prediction is 1-0. Man United to win 1-0. So the final game here on our list is Newcastle Liverpool. Tough game. Very tough game. That's St. James's Park. That stadium, the atmosphere and everything. Yeah, Liverpool is a team that is used to those kind of atmosphere because Anfield is like that. Anfield is like that. So that's St. James's Park. I don't think it's going to scare them because Liverpool is a team that is used to stuffs like that. And if you look at their head to head, they have 9 wins for Newcastle, 11 draws, then 30 wins for Liverpool. Their last 5 meetings, we have only 1 win for Newcastle, 1 draw, and 3 wins for Liverpool. The last time they met was in the EFL Cup final last season, where these guys ended their trophy drought. Newcastle, they beat Liverpool to end their trophy drought. So it's going to be very difficult because that Newcastle, their home stadium, is a difficult place. It's a difficult place to play. It's a difficult place to play. I feel Newcastle will win. Newcastle will win Liverpool. I feel Newcastle. So, I just have this feeling that Newcastle will win Liverpool. It's going to be very tight, but I see Newcastle beating Liverpool by my score prediction is 2-1. Let's see how it goes, and let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I feel Newcastle will beat Liverpool. So tell me in the comment sections if you have anything to say against my predictions. Tell me what you feel in the comments, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, like, and share this video.